Today's video is all about fragrances that leave an intoxicating scent trail. So if you want to find out more, then please keep on watching. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if it's the first time you're visiting. Thank you so much for joining me today. As I already mentioned in the intro, today's video is going to be all about fragrances that leave an intoxicating scent trail. Now, these are fragrances that I've smelt on other people, but also I've had feedback when I've been wearing them myself. So without further ado, let's get started on the first fragrance that leaves an intoxicating scent trail. The first fragrance is from EPC, which is the Experimental Perfume Club, and it is called Cardamom Moss. Myself and my husband both absolutely adore this fragrance. We blasted through our 10 ml version of this, and now I have a full-size bottle, and we both absolutely love it. James is addicted to it, and he knows instantly whenever this one has been sprayed, which is quite good for him. He's not massively into fragrances. He just knows what he likes. This is definitely a unisex fragrance, and it has the most incredible sillage and longevity. This absolutely leaves a scent trail. I can smell this on my partner from the next room, and it's just truly addictive. There is something about this fragrance. I would highly recommend everyone samples this if they like the sound of the notes. It of course has cardamom in here, and it's definitely one of the best cardamom fragrances that I've personally ever smelt, and I'm a huge cardamom fan. But there's also some moss in here, as the name suggests, so it gives this kind of a earthiness, and it really does ground it. You've also got caramel in here, there's ginger, there's cinnamon, there's turmeric, and it's just such a beautiful composition, truly addictive. But what's more important is it is going to leave a scent trail. So people are definitely going to smell you when you wear this fragrance. And for the price point and the strength of it, I think it's absolutely fantastic. It's definitely in my top 2 fragrances from Experimental Perfume Club. Really do recommend getting your nose on this if you like a kind of fresh, aromatic yet sweet fragrance that is long lasting. So yeah, that was my first recommendation. Highly recommend Cardamom Moss. The next fragrance I am super excited about. I wanted it for the longest time, and it was actually in my wish list video. I've been through so many decants of this, and it is none other than Fragrance du Bois Oud Jaune Intense. Very new in my collection, but I have experience with this one. As I've said, I've gone through decants of this, and Twisted Lily kindly sent this over to me. I'm so grateful for it. Of course, it was on my wish list, and of course, thank all of you too for your support. Oud Jaune Intense, if you've never sampled it, is a spectacular masterpiece fragrance in my opinion. Yes, it does come with a hefty price point, and this is the 50 ml bottle. You can get 100 ml too, but if you want to save some coins, I would recommend going for the 50 ml size format. Anyway, we're not here to talk about the sizes. I'm here to talk about fragrances that have intoxicating scent trails, and this one definitely does. It is incredible. My husband loves this one on me. It is a tropical light oud fragrance, very subtle on the oud. It's definitely more tropical leaning. This one is definitely a fragrance that makes my eyes roll into the back of my head. And I'm sure many of you know this already if you watch my channel, but I'm a huge fan of yellow florals, and you definitely have that within this composition. There's lots of fruitiness. You've got pineapple, there's fruity notes, you've got tiare flower, you've got ylang ylang. It's quite musky in the base too. And then there's a very kind of light, transparent oud. The oud is there, but it's not overwhelming. It's definitely safe for oud starters, that is for sure. So don't let that put you off. I'd highly recommend getting a sample of this one. This projects so beautifully. Definitely leaves an incredible scent trail, and I highly recommend you check this one out if you like the sound of a tropical fragrance with yellow florals and some oud musk in the base. Next up, we have Oud Nude by Guerlain, And this is definitely another really easy oud fragrance. This is for those of you that maybe don't like your overpowering ouds, or maybe you're just getting into oud. And I feel like this is more about the almond. It's kind of got that almondy marzipan feel to it. It's very sexy, flirty, and feminine in my opinion. There's a little cherry nuance, but it's light, it's not overwhelming, it's not juvenile in any way. It's sweet, it's fluffy, it's a little bit woody. You've got lots of raspberry in here too, and lots of vanilla. But yeah, I'm obsessed with Oud Nude. I don't think I've talked about it on my channel yet, I'm not sure. Yeah, this is giving cherry bakewell, but replace the cherry and put in raspberry. You've got a beautiful, light, almost transparent woodiness going on. Lots of vanilla. It's definitely sweet. It smells very cakey to me. Yes, again, this is a pricey fragrance, but it does absolutely project and leaves an incredible sillage. Of course, it's in this video. It's quite unique to me in the Guerlain's lineup too. If you've not smelled Oud Nude, I would definitely recommend going down to a department store and smelling it, or trying to get a sample of it. I really, really love this fragrance. Is it worth the price point? I don't know. I would let you make your mind up on that. It is a very expensive fragrance, but I just love this scent profile so much. And I definitely get so many compliments every time I wear it. But it is an expensive fragrance, I will say that. Next up, we have Note Vanille Nectar by M.Micallef. I absolutely adore the original Note Vanille, but the Nectar, can we take a moment for the Nectar? This stuff is straight up fire. It's incredible, smells delicious, has great longevity, and of course, an incredible scent trail. So I have to admit, I struggled a little bit with the longevity of the original Note Vanille. I love the fragrance, but it doesn't last all day on my skin personally. It does last all day on clothes, but not on my skin. Well, Note Vanille Nectar, this lasts all day on my skin. I could even smell it still in the morning. Imagine Note Vanille and then just amplify those notes that's already in there. It's got this kind of sticky denseness to the Nectar version. It's a lot more boozy than the original too. And the Nectar, the florals are dialed down a little bit. I find the original Note Vanille quite floral, whereas this one is all about the vanilla. It's a caramelized vanilla with lots of booziness in here. It's absolutely delicious. This is the size format that it comes in, which is a 30 ml bottle, but the juice is so good. And you really don't have to overspray this one. It has great longevity. So yeah, if you wear Note Vanille Nectar, you are going to have the most magical sillage ever. Next up, we have La Capitale by Xerjoff. This type of DNA does something to me. It's what I class as, it's very sexy, sweet, date night appropriate, femme fatale. It is unisex in my opinion. I've never smelt this on a man, but I would love to smell it on a man. You've got strawberry, you've got caramel, you've got some leather in the base. It's absolutely delicious. It's kind of a gourmand, but it doesn't go fully there, although it is very sweet, that is for sure. The caramel does make this sweet, as does the strawberry. There's a little bit of peach in here too, but then it starts to go into the base where you've got saffron, which gives this a nice kind of spicy feel to it. There's a very transparent amber in here. You've got a little bite of ginger. You've got the leather, which isn't too overpowering for me, and lots of vanilla. Oof. This one is so good. Leaves the most intoxicating scent trail. Super addictive. You're definitely going to turn some heads wearing La Capitale by Xerjoff. Next up is Sunset Hour by Goldfield and Banks. And this is one that crept up on me a little bit. It's not the type of scent profile that I expected to have an intoxicating scent trail, but there is something so likable about this. And when oversprayed, I do have to overspray this one, it definitely leaves the most lingering and incredible scent trail that is going to turn heads and get lots of compliments. It's just incredible. It is a slightly lighter fragrance. I would say this is more appropriate for the spring and summer. It has a unique note of desert peach. I'm not quite sure what desert peach is, but it has it in here. We've got raspberry, there's some mandarin, there's pepper, there's some ginger, a little bit of sandalwood. And to me, this is a very fruity fragrance. I definitely pick up on the pepper. I definitely pick up on the bite of the ginger. But it's fun, it's flirty, it's quite youthful as well, and definitely does get compliments, and that is because of the beautiful scent bubble and scent trail that it leaves. If you have Sunset Hour, please do let me know your thoughts on it. Do you get lots of compliments, and do you think it has an incredible scent bubble? This is one that really did surprise me, so I want to see what other people's feedback is too. But yeah, for me, Sunset Hour definitely leaves a great scent trail. And last but by no means least, we have Halcyon by Soma. This fragrance is truly addictive. I get so many compliments every time I wear this one, and my best friend is obsessed with it. She loves it. She's always like, what's that name of that fragrance that I really like again? I'm like, Tori girl, just go and buy it, because then you can stop asking me about it. But yeah, Halcyon is, in my opinion, more of an autumn winter fragrance. It's when I would wear it anyway. I feel like you could definitely wear it in the evenings in the spring and summer too. But of course, you do you, wear your fragrance whenever you want. And this is a fantastic boozy, sweet tobacco benzoin fragrance. It's got a note of toffee in here. Yes, you heard that right, toffee. Yum, yum, yum. And it honestly smells delicious. There's some cinnamon, there's some honey. It's also got tonka bean, followed by orchid. There's vanilla, and then you've got musk in the base. Add that to the tobacco, the benzoin, and the rum note. It is a truly, truly addictive fragrance. Now, I've spoken about this one on my channel before. If you like Angel Share by Kilian, try Halcyon, because this one is just a little bit less cloying and a little bit more potent on me. I find this just a bit more complex as well within the composition. And it's definitely going to get you compliments if you wear this one, and leave, of course, an intoxicating scent trail. So that was the last fragrance that I wanted to talk about, and that is Halcyon by Soma. So those were the 7 fragrances that leave an intoxicating scent trail. I feel like I've said that word so many times, I do apologize. Would you like to see another version of this video? Because I've absolutely got more fragrances in my collection that fit the theme. But what I want to know, and it's the same thing that I always want to know, is what fragrances in your collection leave an intoxicating scent trail. No gatekeeping. Please do let me know down in the comments, because I find my best recommendations through you. Thank you so much for joining today. It's been a pleasure as always. I hope to see you in a future video to come. Thank you so much, and goodbye.